everyone, and welcome to this month's reset. I decided to switch it up a little bit because I'm actually filming at 11:56 right now, and I just wanted a more chilled sleepover type vibe for our reset, just to mix it up and talk about whatever comes to my mind. I asked you on Instagram yesterday and let you know that I was going to be filming a more chill reset and asked you for any topic suggestions or questions that you want me to answer for like the third section of this reset. I got some about languages or books, and I honestly just thought it would be best to just do a little quick life update and just talk about whatever comes to mind for the next however minutes before we get into the reset, because I feel like talking about like what's been going on adds a lot more context of how I feel like my goals went this month and how I'm going to make goals for the next month. So I guess we could just go ahead and talk about the words that describe this month. We're just gonna be using my phone because I just do not feel like doing all that extra productivity vibe today. We're just doing like girl chat vibes, so hope you don't mind. But words that I said that described this month was emotional, anxious, and overwhelming, which don't love that for me, honestly. That was just not the vibes that I was going for, if I'm being honest, but that's just what happened. Yeah, I don't know, I just felt very overwhelmed with a lot of different things. I can't even just pinpoint like one singular thing. I just feel like there was like a lot of buildup that happened in different aspects of my life, and I just was not thriving. I just was not happy. Like, I'm not gonna say the whole month I wasn't happy, but I was definitely struggling. I also broke my laptop, which how it happened was so stupid and so frustrating that I won't even go into, but I think that was definitely like the last straw for me, that I was like, yo, I need not a break, because I don't feel like YouTube was anything that was like causing my stress or anything, but I think it was good that, not that my laptop broke because that sucked, but I couldn't edit at all, so I couldn't post really, and I feel like that allowed me to maybe focus more on myself, because I just would feel weird and it would stress me out if I had to film or felt like I needed to film when I know I'm going through things. And I don't think it's fake of me to doing that, or fake of anybody to come on camera and talk about whatever, even if everything is going to crap right now. But I know that I would be frustrated. I wouldn't like the footage. It would just add to all the other things that were going on that just was not going right. So that was something that happened. I think that, you know, with all that was happening, and then also like seeing all the things that are happening in Palestine, like really put into perspective a lot, like your own issues, and not even just in a way that's like, oh, your problems don't matter because people have it worse, but just in like a very interesting way where it's like you could be having a great day or even a bad day, but then like someone on the other side of the world is having their last day, or like just a completely different day than you, and it's very trippy to think about. Like, it's very, if I think about it too long, I'm gonna like just zone out. But I feel like I'm very aware of what other people are going through, and knowing that I'm very privileged. But I guess when things are going bad, it's more of an eye-opener, which I guess I'm grateful for, because I don't want to ever feel like I have the worst life, or like things are going so bad for me and everyone else has it so good with it. That's just like not the case whatsoever. And like, you're literally on the same earth, looking at the same sky, experiencing such wildly different things, and it's just wild how that happens. And like even though it's midnight right now and I'm gonna start talking about my goals and all that stuff, like if you just think about it, it's so unimportant. Like, not that like my goals and dreams or wants are not important, but just like I had goals and things I wanted to accomplish, but just had no idea what May was actually gonna bring, and how there's so much just out of your control. And what good are your goals if you're not happy, or what good are your goals if you're struggling with things, or what good are your goals if you're trying to survive? Like, I put so much into perspective for me, and I was so aware of my goals. Like, I was aware, like, okay, I only posted one video this month because of my laptop breaking, so I couldn't even edit, and my own emotional things that I was going through that prevented me from maybe coming on camera or pre-filming earlier, maybe trying to find another way to edit even though I kind of couldn't. Like, there were so so many things that I wanted to do, and I don't know, I'm not trying to say like nothing's important, but it just, I don't know, I just feel like I was really like aware of things. Like I looked at my goals throughout the month a lot, and I was actively choosing not to do things, honestly. And we'll talk about them when I get to it, but I feel like in other months maybe I would have stressed myself out and be like, okay, I need to make sure I like complete this so I can like check it off. But like my life's not a to-do list. And off topic kind of, but like every Monday I do these polls on my community tab where I send a bunch of different quotes and I ask you guys to pick a quote to theme your week. I came across a quote that said like my life isn't a to-do list, and I feel like that's just what came to my mind when I was like struggling with whatever, and then looking at my goals, and I'm like, this is so unimportant compared to like what's going on in my mind right now. I really recommend you guys to stay up to date on these like quotes because I truly love them, and I have a hard time picking quotes for myself every Monday. But I think having like an intention for the week is just so nice to have. Even if you forget it midway through the week, I still think it's good to like have little reminders and things like that, and I really do love posting them. So yeah, but anyways, I guess I'm going off topic. This is kind of a mess, but it's okay because it's a sleepover. But with goals and with planning, we just need to be very like gentle with ourselves and give ourselves grace whenever things happen and it doesn't go exactly the way we expected it to, and just kind of being grateful, because I feel like there's always something to be grateful for. Thinking about like whatever's happening in the world, or thinking about what you do have that could easily be taken away from you, is something that is very humbling, and I feel like that was just like a very big main focus for me this month. Yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and talk about my goals for this month. Now that we got that established, I don't want to go on a tangent because my last reset, guys, I went on so many tangents that I edited it out, but we're gonna try not to do that this time around. But for May, for content goals, I said prioritize content creation with YouTube and UGC and film another language learning diaries, which I absolutely did not do even in the slightest. Prioritizing content creation with YouTube and UGC was not even on the mind because of other things that were on my mind. And film another language learning diary, I did not do that because again, my laptop broke and I really wanted to, honestly. Like I was thinking about quickly trying to like film one once I got my laptop back and then for my reset, but I feel like I'm posting my resets like too late, like a week after the month, and I really want to try not to do that. So it is what it is. I didn't get it up, but honestly, if content creation has been slacking in order to get other things to be more prioritized, then you know what, I'm happy with that. Then health, I said reach the halfway point of a pull-up bar, prioritize upper body exercises, and then do 5 to 10 minutes of body movement 2 to 3 times weekly. So I did prioritize my upper body exercises and my body movement, but I did not reach the halfway point of a pull-up bar yet. And I remember saying that I don't even know how long it takes to reach a halfway point. I could be way off, and I was way off. I am weak as hell, and I think the most I've been able to do is maybe get a quarter of the way. Like when I tell you guys my upper body strength sucks, like it sucks so bad, it's so weak, and I just know it's gonna feel so good whenever I can like do that full pull-up. I just want to do it once and I will be like so freaking proud of myself. But yeah, I definitely underestimated how hard it is to get to a pull-up. It's okay. I have the whole year to try to complete this and the rest of my life to try to complete this, but I think I'm making progress. I hope I'm making progress. It's very hard to tell. So yeah, that's a quick little pull-up update. Then finance, continue to update budget weekly and continue with conscious spending. I completed that. Nothing that exciting. I think I already mentioned to you guys last month that I've been doing pretty well with that, so nothing there. And then personal, complete one creative handmade project and then focus on what I can control and eliminate what ifs. So with the what ifs goal, I can't say that I did that just because I literally was overwhelmed as hell and had a mental breakdown. So I cannot say I did that. But with my one handmade project, I actually did this one today. I made a little crocheted coaster. She's not perfect by any means, and I mostly wanted to do this because I wanted to learn the stitch pattern, which I don't think I did too bad. I literally watched one video once and then was like, okay, let me try. It has more of a swirly, like it's kind of like a teardrop shape, if I'm being honest, and it kind of seems like it's going more swirly than like full just circle, because they're supposed to have kind of like layers to it. But I don't think this is too bad for my first go at it. I'm glad I have this little tiny coaster. There's nothing quite like something that you made by yourself and you can like tangibly touch it. There's just like no better feeling of that. So I'm proud of this, and I'm gonna just have a little coaster, and it's cute. Hopefully this is the beginning of doing like an actual project. I saw on Pinterest so many like cute crocheted bags, like tote bags, that I want to try at some point, but I gotta learn how to do like square stitching, and I think I want to get my yarn colors picked out first so I can have the colors that I want for it. But I'm really happy with it. So those are all my goals. So I completed 5 and did not complete 4, and despite all the crazy stuff that was happening, I'm actually still really proud of myself for like getting more than half of them done. So with my approach for the next goals is that honestly I want to just like refocus. I don't want to make way too many goals. I want to just like narrow it down to what I feel like is most important and not do anything to overwhelm myself, because I feel very sensitive right now. And I looked at my Q2 goals because we have our quarter goals as well, and I briefly looked at that, and I feel like if I continue with everything that I already have a good habit of doing and focusing on these next few goals, then I think we'll be in a good spot for Q2, which is really exciting. In next month's reset, we'll go over our Q2 goals and checkpoints and see how I did there. But let's go ahead and talk about our goals for June. For content, I want to get back into my upload routine. I feel like for May and April, I've been kind of wonky with the distance of my uploads. I feel like my schedule has been kind of all over the place, and I never really had a set exact schedule, but I had like a hard filming day, and I had like tentative days that I wanted to like upload, and I felt like I was posting every 6 to 8 days. Like that was my norm. But in the last 2 months, it's been like 14 days. I had one that was like 5 days, I think, between. Like it's been all over the place, and honestly I blame my man because he's now working from home, and I've been working from home this whole time. So I had more time to film in our apartment by myself, and now that he's here, I'm trying to learn how to feel comfortable filming when he's here. And like it's not like I'm filming in front of him, but like I feel like he can hear me through the walls when I close the door, and I feel kind of shy. I don't know, like when you have the whole place to yourself, you feel way more comfortable, I guess. And so I need to learn how to get over that, or at least like plan so accordingly where if he's out with friends or doing something else, then I can just take that and like film 1 or 2 videos at a time. So I want to get back with like planning, organizing, and getting back to an upload schedule that I feel good about. So that's the first goal. Then I want to film my language learning diaries because I did not do that for May, and I think I mentioned this at some point that I want to prioritize language learning on my channel, and language learning diaries are one way to do it. So yeah. Then for health, I said reach the halfway point of a pull-up bar. I could be naive again, but I just want to see, because I'm like a quarter, like, right? Like a quarter is not too bad. I feel like I started from 0 before. I just want to repeat it, see if I get halfway, and if I don't, it's fine. But if I'm making progress, then I'll be really happy about it. And also for health, I said decrease processed sugar consumption. I'm literally, actually, let me show you. Like we have been eating like junk so much. Like I literally have a dozen donuts. But honestly, I'm gonna blame the Dunkin' guy because we only asked for half a dozen and he wanted to get rid of donuts. So he gave us a dozen. So we've been eating like crap, and this is just like one example. So I need to decrease the amount of sugar I'm eating because this is not good for me, and I feel like I will have a little bit and then go ham and like go crazy. So I need to chill out, like literally, girl, chill out, because that's not good for me. So I want to do a little detox, not like cut it out 100%, but like let me try my best to like relax. I'm fine. Like this is ridiculous. Personal, then I said complete 1 creative project. I told you guys in, I think it was March, that like April, May, June, I want to have 1 creative project. So by the end of Q2, I can complete my goal of having 3 creative projects done for my quarter goals. Because I'm really trying to reconnect with my hobbies and spend less time on my phone, and I feel like reading does a good job at that. But also I feel like doing creative things. Last month I made a pretty bookmark, so I want to continue doing that. I also have a bunch of canvases that I just got and paint, and so maybe I can do some of the paintings for my creative project. I don't know. I don't want to assign myself anything. It's just whatever I'm in the mood for. If I want to draw, if I want to crochet, if I want to paint. So yeah, I'm really glad that I have all those canvases, but I think I need to get more paint because I'm lacking some colors. So yeah, I'm excited to continue with my little hobbies. And honestly, like each one that I have done so far, like my small little bookmark and this little coaster, they have been like so quick and have not taken much time. And like in a way I feel a little annoyed with myself because like I have a whole month and that's all I accomplished, but that's way more than I accomplished in all of 2023. So I'm gonna not like beat myself up, and I feel really proud that I'm reconnecting with my younger self and things that I used to love to do. So I encourage you guys to do the same. If you have a craft or a hobby that you used to love to do, just to like do it, even if it means that you're like forcing yourself in the beginning to get started again. Like it reignites a part of you that's been so dormant, and it just feels really nice to be able to do that again. And then the last one for personal is to restart therapy. So I started therapy in 2020 when I was going through a lot, as we probably all were, and I did it very consistently since 2022, and then I felt like I was doing pretty good, so I wasn't as consistent. But I realized after this month that I definitely need to restart it, and I want to do it more consistently. I already reached out to my old therapist, and we're gonna schedule a time to talk again, which I'm really happy about. And it's really nice when you can like talk to a therapist who you've been with for so long and they already know you and all that stuff. So I'm kind of nervous, but like I'm excited to like get back into it. And I also want to start journaling again, but I'm not gonna make that into a goal because I think not everything needs to be a goal. So yeah, I think those are all the goals that I have. I only have 6, which is a lot less than typical, but I think that's honestly why I'm trying to be very intentional. I don't want to overwhelm myself. I want to keep it simple, and I want it to also be things that will lead me towards completing my Q2 goals for this year. So thank you guys so much for watching. Follow me on Instagram because I like to get your input on videos, so you can give me your say ahead of time. And if you made it this far, leave the pink heart emoji with the sparkles, and I'll hopefully see you guys next week. Bye.